This is it. The final arc of for Xehanort. We will finally see his doom. The question is, how? Hi, my name is Naruto fan in Kentucky. And this is Vinius DS.
I'm Vinny Diaz. Hey,
Today we're doing Kingdom Hearts 3. Last time Axel was aiming to train to be a keep-up bear. Now Mickey says there's something I gotta tell. He told the story about how he met Aqua in the Realm of Darkness in Kingdom Hearts 2.8. We go to the flashback of Aqua finding herself in Cinderella's world. She is puzzled why they're in the Realm of Darkness. We're not gonna do all of it, just her going through all of the game until she meets Mickey.
all right.
And then when she meets Mickey for the first time in a long time, she asks this very question: "How is Kushina doing?" And Mickey says, "Oh gosh, Aqua, Kushina is dead." What? What? She was murdered with Minato. What? How? The Fox Demon. She was released by the Fox Demon by this mysterious figure. We still don't know who it is, but I have a hunch it's somebody from the Hidden Leaf. Was it Xehanort? She asked. No, but I think he was influenced by him, at least. Aqua said, I bet it's Moderate Uchiha. Might be, but we don't know right now. We gotta. First things first. We gotta help her son. Wait, she has a son? Mm hmm. And so does Haru. They're both cousins. Wait, what? They. Mickey explained what happened, and then Aqua was angry. You mean you never had contact with Haru, and you never allowed Naruto to live with Haru while he's safe from the villagers? Master Yetsup forbid me to. I don't care. You should have told them. Yeah, I know. I was against it too. But Master Yetsup forbade me for it. You're lucky we're down here, Mickey, because I would punch you for. You're lucky you're my friend. How do you like Aqua calling them out?
That's nice because he needed it.
Yeah. Then they went to the Destiny Islands, fought the swarm of Heartless, and then
That demon tower.
yep, and they see Riku. Aqua restrains it with the chains. Then she said, "Aqua, go without me," she says. But, go! She pushed Mickey out of the way and she swept through the wooden door, closed her in the realm of darkness. And Mickey looked in horror. Then he jumps up and says, "Now, Sora, let's close this door for good." And after hearing that story, out of all people, Naruto says, "Why? Why did you go back and help her? Why did you keep it for us so long? We had to respect her choice." "What about us?" asked Riku. You could have given us a choice. We could have helped her. I know. And you should have told us. And you should have told Naruto about his family too. He says, "Do not be rash, Riku. I forbade them to tell because it would have protected them from the heartless. That still doesn't mean you should have told them." Yeah. Yes. And I have a guilty conscience for it. Well, Naruto murdered. Well, you should. You're lucky we're facing a crisis here, or else I would have punched you. Hey, show some respect," said Donald. Anyway, now we can help Aqua. Riku and I are gonna go find her. You you two, Sora, Naruto. While you're getting stronger, you still need to. I don't. You still should they need to use the power of waking? Because I thought that was a kind of a cop out.
No, don't use it because is it really even needed?
No.
That way we can also avoid Sora disappearing.
Yeah.
That's one thing I really didn't like about the game is that they never really addressed like what the power of waking was or the drawbacks for using it.
Yeah. Because spoilers, I am changing the ending.
Right.
But we'll get there. Right. Right now, I sense other worlds are in danger. Some worlds that haven't appeared, and other worlds that you have not visited yet. You must go there and help them. Simple as that. But in order to do that, we're gonna assemble into teams. Kairi, Sakura, you two will join forces, and I could see Sakura and Kairi giving their own high five, or
Yeah.
Sora, Naruto, Donald, Goofy, you four will join together, and they all did a group hug and said, "Just like old times, huh, guys? Yeah." Master, yes, you should sure keep an eye on us. You should, you can count on us. Keep taking care of Sora and Nart. I wouldn't have it no other way. And Kyra said, "Wait, before you go, Sora, take this again. What, your lucky charm? Yes, it'll bring you good luck like it did." And said, "Kyrie, thanks." Then he kisses her goodbye.
Aw.
And Sakura saying, they're not the only one he's not the only hero who deserves a kiss. Then Naruto, being the doofus he is, asked, "What do you mean?" But instead of answering him, Sakura kissed his lips.
That's even better.
Yeah. And Donald says, I gotta, oh, that reminds me, I gotta have contact with Daisy." And then he said, then he had a vision of her yelling at him. On second thought, I'll wait for a while. The first world they go to, since they don't really need to go to Hercules' world, they'll go to Aladdin's world.
Again?
Yeah, for the King of Thieves.
Didn't we already do the third movie?
No.
Or is that in your story?
Yeah, that's in my story.
I'm gonna get these mixed up.
Okay, we won't do that for a while, okay?
At least not yet with the third movie.
Yeah. Instead, we'll go to um
Ugh.
how about Toy Story? But instead of
Are we
Toy
skipping
Box,
Twilight Town?
what?
Are we skipping Twilight Town?
No, they'll go to Twilight Town.
That was before Toy Story.
Right. the first thing they'll go to is Twilight Town, and Sora's thinking. What Sora's thinking about something. It's Roxas. He deserves to be his own person. I need to give him. Yeah, his heart is still in my heart, just like Nominee's inside Kyrie's. Then then he hears something. It was looks for the phone, and he looks for it in pocket, and inside it was the gummy phone. How do you turn this to off? Sora asks. I think this button. He turn he turns on the green button, and out comes Dale. Hooray! He picked up Chip. Hey Chipper, I finally got him. Well, it's about time. Chip, Dale, you gotta answer the phone, Sora, or else we can't give you updates. We got lots and lots of important stuff to tell you. That's why we asked Master Jensen to make sure you got this gummy phone we made you, so we could stay in touch with you at all times. And it takes pictures. And Jimmy says, "Oh, you finally finished it. Why would with this gummy phone, we can talk to each other across worlds. In fact, I might try even writing my own journal on it. Yeah, we can all get one. And check out your pockets and purses and stuff." And they all did that. And said, Naruto's like, "Whoa, cool!" He opened it and he has a lot of games.
What, you got a lot of apps on his phone?
Yeah. And then he said, "Sakura, take a picture with me." And they did a selfie together.
I can see them also doing one where like they're kissing each other.
Yeah. And he has it as his profile picture.
And Kinkstagram.
Yeah. Then Sora asks, "Wow, sounds like it's pretty handy, guys. So what's so important?" This! Back when Riku requested, back when you three requested the sleeping world, Riku recovered some secret research data that answered the why's hid inside you. Mm-hmm. We've been working our tails off to see what it says. Then they see a picture of Ienzo, or video of the data has been encrypted, so we only decipher some of it. Huh? And you know that scene where he says, "Oh, we haven't spoken to each other since the castle." He never met Sora in the castle.
No, Zexia never met him.
Yeah. And Riku looked at him confused.
He was part of Riku's group of villains.
And Riku staring. "Ah, Sexion!" He says, "No need to be alarmed, Riku. I'm no longer sexy. I am Ienzo." And thanks to Sora, he defeated our nobodies and became thereby recompleting us.
I can see one of them saying, like, that must be what happened to Lee.
Yeah. Then he says, "We have friends we want to bring back to this world, just the same as you. To do this, we got to work together, Sora and Naruto. We found some intriguing data inside of him." "Really?" asked Sora. "Yes. We look close into your heart, and what we found is that your heart doesn't belong to you, just to you." "Does it? Yes, you have another heart inside. It's Roxas," says Sora.
He's been shacking up in your heart for a while, along with somebody else.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Not yet.
Yeah. We still haven't had the plethora of questions on our side, but the idea has merit. And we could hear Iago say, "Yes, merit, yes," because that's what I did when he said it. It's credible enough that you're nobody. You and your nobody are able to coexist. If you share a heart, well, no wonder someone as remarkable as you cut answer the wise's eye. We'll keep investigating based off your hypothesis. We'll be in touch. Okie dokie. We'll says Dale as switches back to them. We'll give him fellas a ring if there's anything else. Remember, me and Chip, the guys at Radiant Garden and King Mickey, and everyone else are never far away. Oh, and Jiminy, would you do us a favor? Teach Sora how to use the gumming phone. Leave it to me, he said. I have to find Roxas and save him, says Sora. The other following Roxas's Aqua's heart. So I'll follow Roxas's heart. And Kyrie said, yeah, and I'll do the same with Nominee. We'll save both of them, Sora. And we're all with you, says Naruto. And he hugged his elbows. Or his shoulders. We're cousins. We should always stick together. And Sakura said, I think it's fun and kind of surreal that you two are related. Then again, you two are both knuckleheads. Hey! So we're off to... So, where are we off to next? Oh, that's easy. Then they make their way to Twilight Town. And then and it's gonna be upscale, not just... We see the struggle stadium too.
Okay.
They see Cypher.
He invited some of his 6 friends.
But
is there more FF6 characters there this time?
Yes, and plus Cypher.
I can see Cypher and Sabin just like duking it out and Sabin kicking his ass.
Yeah. And
Sabin is like one of the best martial arts characters in Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
The dude suplexed a train.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Sakura doing that?
The struggle?
No, suplexing a train.
Yeah. I can imagine that.
I love to see her say that to Hinata just to shut her up.
Yeah. That. Anyway, they make it to Twilight Town, and Sora says, "Hey, the trains is
maybe Sakura could learn from Sabin."
Yeah, and I could see Cypher even flirting with Kairi or Sakura and said, "Hello, beautiful." And it's Kairi, and she punches his stomach. Back off, creep! I have a boyfriend, she said. Then we hear some blonde guy with sunglasses. Yeah, I know that feeling. It's Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Anyway, Sora was Goofy after Sora's being excited about the trams, and Goofy said, "Maybe if you're feeling what Roxas feels, because he misses home." Actually, I ran into Roxas in the Sleeping World. He said, "It was like seeing his heart for the first time." And he was a day escape too. Uh huh. It was a test to see if your data version was ready to face the hurt that was carrying inside you. Was I ready? I do know hurt. When I lost you guys and the Keyblade, it felt it felt bad. The worst kind of hurt. But that shows how much you all mean much to me. Carrying around with a little hurt can't be all bad. Hurting is part of caring. He sound he sound like Data Sword, implying that Dream Dog recoded his canon, even though it's kind of filler.
It really is not. It
Huh?
really is not canon.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm still getting over my cough.
Okay.
So I might be doing that throughout the podcast.
Okay, okay. I know how you feel. Anyway. So wait, if Roxas feels something, then we're in the right place. Roxas, I'm gonna find you, Sora declared. Then he hears a voice. Do you seek our liege? Huh? What is it? Sora, then nobody's appeared behind Sora. Nobody, says Goofy, and they hear people screaming and let's come on, let's do this. They get in a fight and they beat once they defeat all the nobodies. Sora was crossing his arms, saying, "What was that voice? I know I heard it. We didn't hear it." Sora, did you get knocked on the head after we brought you back? I'm pretty sure. Then they hear other voice. This time it's Hayner, Pince, and Olette running away from from the from the shadow from the bunch of heartless. And then Sora used the, found found something. It was a he threw it, and it's a summon, and it's gonna be a different summon. I'm thinking about Bolt, the dog Bolt,
Yeah.
and he's still voiced by John Travolta in a cameo. And Sora wrote on Bolt somehow. Sora Bolt's powers is bark having a loud bark like he did in the TV show. Only after their defeat, Bolt disappeared, and thanks Bolt. And Naruto said, "Sakura, if we have kids, are we gonna name him Bolt?" And he said, "Oh no, 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 no! Who would be stupid enough to name their kid Bolt?" Yeah, I know. Whoever did that must be a real total goober.
They should have been fired.
Yeah, you must really hate his kid to name him Bolt.
Yeah.
Then no, we're not doing that joke because
What?
where bad Naruto sneezes or he feels something like somebody's talking to him because he doesn't exist.
But Bad Naruto doesn't exist.
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure if he did, real Naruto would have just ended him.
Yeah. Anyway, they hear the Hainer coming. Nice fighting. Thanks, Sora. Hainer, Pince, Olette. It's been ages. What? It hasn't been that long. You know, I think Nomura wrote that because it was a
It was like 16 years after that.
yeah. Yes, see? Olette hugged Kai and Sakura due to them being the only girlfriend she has.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "How are you doing?" "They're good." And then she teased them about Sora and Naruto being a couple. So, are you two dating? Maybe if you want me and Hainer can triple date with you. And Sora said, "Wait, you and Hainer are together?" He said, "Oh yeah, we got together last week." And Naruto says, "That's great." Because then she says, "Whatever's going on, you would be here unless you have a good reason, which is, yeah, we're looking for Roxas." Roxas? Hmm, that's funny. I don't know anybody named Roxas, but that name sounds familiar. Maybe we bumped into him somewhere, says Pence. That's one way to put it, says Donald. Yeah, we gave him we might have been friends with that other version of you. You showed him the photograph of Roxas and the man from in front of the mansion with them, and they pull out their pictures. The one that you see, it's like the spot the difference is only except real easy, says Pence. I guess we must be friends with this Roxas. Sora, let us help you track Roxas down. Really? Yeah, he seemed like a cool guy. Yeah, he is. Great, then let's all go around ask town. If alternate us knows Roxas, maybe alternate folks did too. Mm-hmm. Sora, you guys should go to the place in the photo. It's in the old mansion. We'll cover it here. Thanks. He said, "Oh yeah, I got this phone thingy that takes pictures." That line made me laugh for some reason. Want to snap a photo while we're out here? Sure. Then Sora was looking up somewhere, and he said, "Hey, you, sir!" The old the old man turned around, and it's a man with a mustache and a smiling face. He says, "Hello, it's Walt Disney himself. Can you take a picture of me and my friends?" He said, "Sure." She said, "Smile." He took the picture and handed it back to Sora. Sora, thank you. No, no, thank you, Sora. Wait, how do you know my name? I am a friend of. Let's just say, I'm a. I'm like a father to Mickey. Then he. Then he
Not
just.
now. He's not. Because you did hear about like Steamboat Willies in public domain now.
Yeah. Yeah. But I decided to add that in because I want to make a tribute to him, to Walt himself.
Yeah.
And Goofy says, "That guy sure looked awfully familiar." He says, "Yeah, like he started all this." Yeah, well, let's not waste any time. Let's go to the mansion. I'm still skipping the Remy thing because part of that's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
But after that, um, they make it to the mansion, and Sora looks out the window and got reminded of when Roxas looked at the window when he saw Nominee, when he saw the curtains. What do you think, guys? This place is creepier than I remember. Well, you know this mansion is haunted. Uh, Donald then got scared. Ugh. Yeah.
Knows skill is important.
Anyway, I was gonna make a haunted mansion joke, but actually, I will make a haunted. We see Eddie Murphy in a cameo. Says, "Yeah, I tried that once. It didn't work." Who was that? Asked Naruto. I don't know. Then Sora felt. Then Sora felt someone touched his shoulder. He's ah! They all screamed. And then it was Hannah. Said, "Thanks for the heart attack." He said, "What? Did I scare you?" He asked in a smirk. No way. Yeah, I wasn't scared too, says Naruto. Oh, please. You jumped into my arms, says Sakura. Then she drops him. Alright, man. So, how'd it go? Did you ask anyone else? Right not. The asking around thing was a total bust. This old mansion is our last hope, says Hanger. You guys, then Oled asks, are you guys ready? Another Twilight Town awaits. They enter the mansion, and then Pin says, the password is sea salt ice cream, right? And Sora says, yeah. Speaking of which, here you go, Kyrie. And she says, thanks. Where did you get that? Oh, I was holding it with me. Oh, I don't know. I just... And Kyrie shrugged about it and said, this is good. Then they tried to get in, but it said the transporter protected. Protected from what? I guess from us. We can't use it to get to the other Twilight Town. Why not? We work with Sora. We work when we sent Sora and the others there. Well, that was then. This is now. And there's no other way, asked Olette. Then Sora's phone rang and said, Sora, and it was Ienzo. Sora, you would have to be in front of the computer, would you? Yeah, but how did you know that? I was tinkering with Ansem's computer, to decrypt the code that was left in it, and I noticed someone had logged in another terminal. I thought it might be you. Oh, the log terminal! Yeah, you don't know what he said. Oh, what? And you do? I know I haven't got a clue, says Goofy. Yeah, and Naruto said, I'm completely clueless. Like always, says Sakura. Then who wasn't logged in? Ienzo asked. Hi, this is Pence, he said. I'm the one who logged into the computer. Good, as long as the user that we know we can trust. Yeah, but we're kind of stuck here. One of the programs is protected, so I can't run it. Which program? The transporter to the other Twilight Town. It's the only one who find Roxas. You gotta help us. Another Twilight Town? Okay. A virtual town made inside of data? A datascape, Jimmy says. Fellas. We've seen that one before. The one we used to investigate Jiminy's journal. Maybe I could do something. Pets, let's get up a login screen. My address here is... Then 1 hour later, says the French narrator from SpongeBob. Sora and Naruto are standing up asleep. And Kari and Sakura looks disbelieved, and she asks, Kari asks, does he always fall asleep when he's awake? And Sakura said, you have no idea. Then they woke up after Ienzo said, sharing is enabled. Were you able to fix it? Yes. Now that our two computers have been successfully networked together, I could take control of the terminal there and change its privileges. And Roxas? Yes, from the virtual world to be completely realized, Answer to the Wise would have included Roxas' full data into construction. Meaning, somewhere on your machine, there's data like. Basically, we could decipher Answer's code more quickly, and we can analyze the virtual Twilight Town while we're at it. Okay, great, says Sora. I can't computer, so do that. Which is my favorite Sora line in the game. Glad that you're following along, Sora. But don't worry, we'll handle it. Chip and Dale will help me out there in this. I'll call you back as soon as we know anything more, okay? And before I forget, I have some troubling news. And what's that? Asked Naruto. It's about one of the organization's former members. You know him as he was known as Vexen, but to us he was Answer's apprentice, Evan. He was recompleted like the rest of us, but haven't regained consciousness yet. Then something happened after Lee left. Evan vanished. You think he's on their side? It's a possibility. You better be careful with him. He's a devious researcher. All right, thanks. Well, we better go, guys. All right, we'll let you know if there's any trouble. Thanks, Sora. Oh yeah, we gotta warn you before we head out about those black things. They're called the Heartless. They might come back for more, so stay on your toes, he said. You have to leave again? Asked Olet. Yeah, Skyri says, yes. Other worlds are calling. We have to stop them before it's too late. But don't worry, says Sakura. We'll all come out and hang out again. Yeah, and just do me a favor, says Sora. I know how Roxas feels to be lost, but Donald, Goofy, Kairi, Naruto, they all brought me back by wishing with all their hearts. So I was hoping you guys would do the same. That's it? That's no favor. We'll all wish. I'm wishing. Yeah. Me and Will, she says, is holding Hanger's hand. Thanks. Then they head out. And then they hear a voice says, Roxas was never meant to exist. So you think you bring back Roxas, I mean. Goodness! Handsome! Not you guys again. Aren't you tired of getting our butts kicked? Asked Naruto. But Xemnas ignored him and says, Roxas is someone who should have never existed in the first place. What you seeking is impossible. Roxas does exist. His heart inside my heart. And in an unlikely event, you did manage to separate the two. So, where is it you think you could put his heart? This time, Naruto said, well, hearts need bodies, so we're going to go to the other Twilight Town and put him back there. The other... Did you hear what you're saying? The other Twilight Town is just Dea, Fox Demon. Even so, a heart can live anywhere, even inside Dea. And Goofy says, I had some Xemnas used to be part of the same person, right? And now look, they exist separately just fine. If they could do it, I don't see any reason why you and Roxas can't find a way. Oh yeah, you tell him, Goofy. Yeah, wow, Goofy. You said something smart. Smart, said Sakura.
Sure, thanks.
And take this case by any means. Nothing would please us more than Roxas's return. You wish, said Sora. He'll never answer you again. Still so.
You thought you had control of him last time, but it didn't work.
Yeah, still so blind. Nobody's what's left behind what gives us his heart. There's only one way to bring Roxas back. Which is for you to give your heart as well. Sora, have you decided to call upon darkness? He looks at Sora, looks at him confusingly. What? Go on then. The shadows are never out of reach. They all summon Neo shadows and dusks. Now set your heart free. As they disappeared. Wait! And Naruto says, "This is gonna be the beginning of them doing that, isn't it?" It's not darkness. Not if it helps them. And they'll have. Then they'll all be the heartless and nobodies. Then Sora thought of something. He held his heart and said, "Guys, key bears fight with their hearts, right? So we follow Roxas and Namine's hearts. Are you all with me? Yeah. If we all follow our hearts, it'll guide us to them." And she said, and Sakura said, "Yeah, as long as we have together, we're with each other, even if we're separated. Our, we'll always have our hearts. And we're gonna bring, and I'm gonna, Sora, I'm gonna make my promise of a lifetime to bring Roxas back and become his own person." Thanks, Naruto. Well, then they seen in the gummy ship. That must be the gummy ship you and Kyrie are flying. I hope they're. If then I hear a phone ring and Sora turn on it and says, "Hey, Sora, did Kyrie and Sakura's ship come by?" He said, "Yeah." Wait, they don't know how to fly. Do you have a pilot for them? He said, "He's one of the best pilots in." Sure, he's one of the best pilots when he doesn't crash. Wait, doesn't. Oh no, you don't mean. He opened the door and its launch pad the quack.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh no, not him. Donald can't stand Launchpad because all he does is crashes. Who is this? Oh, that's Launchpad McQuack. One of Uncle Scrooge's pilots. He can fly. He just can't land.
Fly? Yes. Land? No.
Oh, I got better at landing for the most part. And Sakura says, "Oh, I feel that makes me feel a lot better." Well, Kyrie is more tolerant. Well, we better go. Then then the boys kiss their girls goodbye, and they make it the way to the Disney World. The first actually, actually the first thing we're gonna do is go to Kyrie and Sakura go in the Radiant Garden. You know why? Because Kyrie has a feeling about something. She wants to know about her past. So she asked Launchpad, and surprisingly, he landed safe. But just barely. And Sakura said, "I'm gonna learn how to fly, so I can land." Then Kairi looked at Radiant Guard, and it's already beautiful. It didn't look like it didn't look like it was Hollow Bastion. And Kairi sees a lot of children playing, and then she sees this one little girl and says, "Hi, my name is Marlene. Who are you?" "Aw, my name is Kairi. It's nice to meet you. You're pretty. Here, have this flower." She said, "Oh, thank you." "Marlene! Marlene!" They hear a gruff voice sound. They look behind and see it's
Barrett.
Barrett. Yeah. "Time to go. We gotta meet Aunt Aerith and the others." I said, "Okay." "Wait, did you say Aerith?" He said, "Yeah." "Can we come along? We know her." He said, "Wait, are you Kairi?" She asks. "Yes, and this is Sakura. They told me a bunch about you saving this world, and we're forever grateful for that." I said, "Oh, but before she could get thanks some more, Kairi started holding her head and ah! Kairi, what's wrong? Then she's having flashbacks of a pretty redheaded woman with brown eyes and a brunette man with black eyes, with her violet eyes, giving her a smile. And Kairi says, "Ma, what?" And she was asking, like, "What is it?" I just saw. I just had a vision of two people, but they feel familiar." After that, Kairi started having more visions of her. This time, she got a clear view of them. She said, "Oh, my sweet Kairi." She hears their 4-year-old self laughing. "Hi, your daddy." And Kairi's, this man, he was my father. And this woman was my mother. They said, "Come on, let's go make favorite meal for supper tonight." And I'm saying, "Oh boy, some, some spaghetti and meatballs." I can see Kyrie being liking spaghetti.
Yeah.
Then, then she went back to the present. What is? I just have visions of a little girl that look like me, Sakura. Kyrie said, "Really?" "Yeah." Slowly, she's starting to get her memories of her past. Because I like that kind of story when she when she's figuring out her past, her parents and her family. She'll even remember Aqua saving her
Yeah.
soon.
Cool.
Then they meet Leon and the gang, and they ask, "How's everybody doing?" He said, "We're doing fine. There's less heart. Good thing there's less heartless fighting. There's less heartless attacking the city. We still have some, but it's not as bad as it used to be."
They
And
still use that data system from Tron.
yep. He's Sakura asks, "How's Tron doing?" He's back to normal." "Really?" "We got to tell Sora and Naruto that. They'll be relieved to hear that. I hope Sam and them are okay." Hmm. That's the only time we'll reference Tron, okay?
Okay.
And then I hear, so this must be the young girls that help save the world. They turn around and it's a man with a goatee and blue eyes and a sharp smile. His name is Kairi Sakura. This is David Xanatos, and Kairi gives him a glare. She has a feeling he's not who he is.
You're evil, aren't you?
Yeah, but she doesn't expose him yet. She needs more proof. He's the one that helped built this city, and he's still voiced by Jonathan Frakes from the
Star
original
Trek,
show. Yep.
played by Riker from Star Trek.
Yeah. Yep. And he says, I heard about you. But by the way, where's Sora and Nart? I would love the chance to meet Radiant Garden's greatest heroes. They're on their own adventure, says Sakura. But don't worry, they'll probably show up. Now, all right, now let's get to the details. Later, but we'll go back. We're gonna cut to Sora and Naruto. What would be a good first world they'll go to?
Are we not? Are
Yeah,
you going to Toy Story or somewhere else?
Toy Story, and we're gonna have, and it's gonna be the same as the original story, but I'm gonna have more Toy Story references. Okay, like Sid and them.
All right.
And the
Okay.
Yuzora.
I really wonder how Sid grew up after the first movie.
Well, according to Toy Story 3, he became a garbage man.
Really?
He was the garbage man in Toy Story 3.
Are you sure?
That's what they said.
Huh. Is it the one rocking out on the headset?
Yeah, and before that movie, I thought Sid would be put in an insane asylum.
I thought that too. Poor fool still thinks toys are alive.
Anyway, make it the toy box. When Naruto found out he was a toy, he's like, "Whoa, I'm a toy."
No, you're an action figure.
Says, yeah. He's gonna look. He's gonna look like a one of those toy model Naruto toy models you see at the store.
Yeah.
So, well, this is cool. I wonder if he could take off his hand and put it back in.
Yeah.
And Sora says, Naruto, let's stop goofing around. We gotta look. We gotta see
Wait,
if
do
there's
I have Kung Fu grip?
what.
Do I have Kung Fu grip?
Yeah. Then they see Heartless attacking. Then they defeat all the Heartless. Then they hear, are they new? Then they turn around to see Woody, Buzz, Ham, and Rex, and I mean a couple Toy Story characters, Mr. Potato Head and
Jesse?
Jesse.
I
Yeah.
feel Jesse has to be there.
Yeah, and Bullseye. I'm surprised she wasn't in the original game.
Well, I think their excuse they were in the other world, the copy world.
Yeah, but still, and they're all voiced by their same actors. Still, except from I think.
I'm pretty sure Potato would still be voiced by his actor.
Yeah, he died. Yeah, I remember him dying about a year before Toy Story 3. So he still could have been.
What?
Yeah, I think Don Rickles died in 2018.
You mean 4?
Yeah, 4. Toy Story 4. My bad. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I can see Mr. Potato making a rude, sarcastic joke and said, "Hey, look at these nutcases." Because he's always a
Could be
rude.
worse, Mr. Potato. You could have Pinko with you.
Yeah. So Potato Head being
If you
and
remember that
Buster.
robot shooting skit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I already hate that prick.
Yeah. I think that's my favorite. That's one of my favorite robots chicken skits. Anyways, Woody, you introduce. Hi, my name is Woody, and this is Andy's room. At least it was Andy's room, but we don't. Who's Andy? Asked Sora. Oh, he was our owner, but we keep waiting for. No one has heard from him, or Mom, or Molly, or any human being.
Even Buster's gone.
Yeah, it was Buster, our dog. So you don't think? Why do you think they've been gone? Then since we're not gonna do the Yuzora Sora one because, as you know,
I was gonna ask about that if Rex mentions the game when he sees Sora.
yeah,
Like, is he still like a game character, like it that Rex is playing, but not an actual character?
yeah, he can still, yeah, he'll still be a game character.
Okay, so that display in Galaxy Toys is still there, right?
Yes,
Okay.
and then we, I'm Buzz Lightyear. The name's Jesse, partner. That's the rude one's Potato Head. Hey, he said.
Yeah.
Clubby Ham, it's a real honor. And I'm Rex. I'm your biggest fan. In fact, I've been playing your game for months now. And I'm all the way to level 47. But that Bahamut boss is real tough. Zeke and I can't figure out how to beat him.
I can see Narda being like, Sora, you have a game and you didn't tell me?
Yeah, and Sora says, "No, why would I beat a video game?" Then they hear something. What did I feel? What I said something.
I can see Deadpool making a comment.
Yeah. Then Sora asks. Then
Don't let that guy in here.
Yeah. And then they meet the three army men and the three aliens.
I love the army men.
Yeah, I think it was Arlie Ermine's last. It could have been his last role before he died.
Could be. All right, man. Andy is grown up now.
Yeah,
They more restrain early Ermy in those movies.
yeah. So where are you from? Asks Woody. Um, I'm from this video game. Yeah, it's called Kingdom Hearts.
Did I just implode our universe? Did I just implode our universe?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. And Naruto's. Yeah, I'm from manga called
I'm
my
from Mugen.
what?
A Mugen.
Yeah, yeah, and it stars me and my girlfriend Sakura. And Woody says, "Really? What's her name? Is her name? I told you it's Sakura. And Mr. Potato said, "Really? Are you sure not some girl with the girl that stalked you and looked at you?" And Naruto's like, "Huh?"
I'm gonna pull you apart if you say that again.
then then after that, anyway, back to them introducing each other. So have these intruders, the Heartless, been a problem around here? He said, "No, they just showed up a little while ago. In fact, those Heartless materialized right after our friends had vanished. You don't think, Julie, it could be coincidence?" Naruto says, "It's never a coincidence. It's always them." Yeah, tell me about this Andy. Yeah, he's the best friend that Toys ever had. And they told him the story of Toy Story 1 and 2. And after that, and Sora says, "All right, let's get down to business." Huh? Have you had any clues? Any other strange things that happened? Well, there's one thing. One big thing. It's huge. What thing? Asked Rex. I think everyone went MIA. The intruders didn't come along. They arrived with a guy wearing a hood and dressed in black. As a matter of fact, he's the only toy we've seen outside of you guys. A black hood. But that would mean the organization. You know who it is, that's Woody? Yeah, they're bad news. Buzz says, "Seems like you have a lot of enemies." And Naruto says, "Oh, you have no idea. In fact, my former best friend is now my enemy. He's part of the... Or he was. He still doesn't know about Sasuke being alive yet." We have a hunch what's been causing all weirdness. You mind if we handle this? Sorry, we're not going to leave this to you. If that guy has something to do with our friends vanishing, and our problem too, we all have to work together. I shook Woody's hand and Sora asked, So where can we find this guy? Sarge, any word from the recon team? The latest reports are back in town at Galaxy Toys. And Galaxy Toys is where we're going. Sora, follow me. It's out the window and it's up out the window and down the roof. And Buzz says, "All right, let's go." He's not going to be a jerk in this like he was in the original.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, when he's... And in fact, Galaxy Toys is what used to be Al's Toy Barn. That's in my head, in this story at least. It's in my head canon too.
Yeah, somebody bought up Alice Toy Bar and reworked it.
Yeah.
Be better.
And since this is a story, once they reach it, they see a lot of copyrighted toys from like Hasbro.
I can see them running into an Optimus toy.
Yeah.
Maybe everyone joins them.
Optimus Prime.
Yeah. Like that and He-Man.
Yeah. Or a Ninja Turtle.
Or a Power Ranger.
Yeah. Of course, one of them is going to be a Power Ranger, and it's going to be Jason, and still voiced by Austin St. John's.
Sure.
And He-Man is voiced by his 2003 self. Well, not Cam Clark. The 80s one.
Oh, okay.
And
the campy one.
Yeah, and Optimus Prime will be voiced by Peter Cullen.
No one else.
Right. and they get cameos from other toys like stretch
So
arms,
is
huh?
Young Xander gonna have like Megatron, Skeletor, and Zed on his side with
Yep,
Zurg?
yep.
Cool.
Only Zurg will be only beside. I could see Zurg being the leader of that if it weren't for Xehanort.
Yeah, probably. Though it's Zed, though it's Zed and Skeletor and Megatron allow that,
No.
those guys would not share leadership.
No. but they're being controlled by Xehanort, though.
Okay.
We see a silhouette of them, but we don't see their faces yet when they said they're here.
Yo,
Once they-
Megatron.
Then Sora said, well, so you... Then Naruto asked, well, so you got your popularity back by being in a bunch of movies nobody likes?
Sad but true.
Yeah, I can't imagine that feeling.
He goes, I have not been relevant since the 80s.
Yeah, and I could see Jason. I could see Jason do it. Don't worry, guys. With our help, we'll be able to defeat our bad guys. And Sora said, "Thank you." Now, what did Yedison say we got to do? Then they have a flashback of you must seal the keyholes again, because especially if you want to get the Hidden Leaf Village back, the world of ninjas back. Oh yeah, because he doesn't need to do the power of waking. He just needs to open the keyholes again.
Yeah.
It's the only. I'm gonna make it the only way for them to reach the Keyblade graveyard is to open the 7 keyholes. Which that sounds like a good plot for it.
Okay.
Then they reach to the dinosaur.
With the Gigases?
Yeah, uh, and instead of Gigasis, it's gonna be a Megazords. It's Sword and
Fight the Dragon Zord?
yeah, and Sword rides the Megazord while Naruto drives the Dragon Zord.
Cool.
And they get their Power Ranger powers, and
So what, Naruto becomes a Green Ranger?
yeah.
Cool.
Then he sees the flute and do 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 do. Then you see, so we meet again, Red Ranger. You're probably wondering why I brought you here. What's to destroy you? Oh, who are you? Asked Naruto. My name is Lord Zed. Ed? It's Zed, you peanut brain! It's Lord Zed!
So,
I missed that
would he
one.
still be voiced by Robert Axelrod?
Yeah.
Because I know he died like around 2019.
Yeah. Plus, even if he did die in 2019, he still could have recorded in 2018.
Yeah.
Then he summons the Heartless. Well, Soren and Jason got in a battle with Zed. He said, Xehanort must be giving you some powers there, too. Ah, you're the smarter of the key players. Although I do plan to betray him once you're all out of the way. Because I could see him saying that. because you know villains are arrogant,
Yeah.
and it's the fight's gonna be similar to the one he had with Tommy. Only once, only this time, once he's beaten, he goes back into toy mode. All right. Once they all defeat the heart, you know why? You know Jesse and Mr. Potato Rex and Ham didn't join because it's too dangerous. I think Jesse can fight though. Then they said, I think it's a better idea if we split into groups. Don, Goofy, you come with me and Naruto who want and Woody, Buzz, you and Jason. Buzz, you go with. Actually, it'd be Naruto that goes with Jason and Woody. I'll go with.
Does Optimus and He-Man go with Naruto?
Yeah,
And what, is he like the Green Ranger the whole time in the world?
yeah. Just
And what, Sora's what, the Red Ranger? Even though Jason's there?
yeah. I could see Jason saying you had the power. You would have the power of the Red Ranger if they were real. They're aware they're toys.
Alright, imagine if the He-Man gave Sora the Power Sword.
Yeah. I have the power!
Actually, that sounds cooler, actually.
Yeah. But Sora doesn't have He-Man's body.
Oh. Yeah,
Every time I think of He-Man, I think of the nostalgia. Now I think of the nostalgia critic making fun of he's gay.
yeah.
Anyway, back to they rush through the Barbies and they see
So
Barbie.
is Starscream gonna show up?
Yeah, and the Barbie cameo is she's still voiced by Jodie Benson, like she was in Toy Story.
Okay.
She was giving a tour and see. And to your right, we'll see some toys fighting each other. And and Deadpool will say, "Luckily, this ain't small soldiers, or else they would be really screwed."
Hmm.
After they beat the, after they beat, after they make it through there, they fight Skeletor. Naruto and He-Man fight Skeletor together. And Skeletor is all hammy and over the top.
So his
Although
usual
I
80s
prefer
self,
what?
his 80s self that's got the funny voice.
Yeah, although I do prefer his character in the 2003 one because he's very intimidating and evil.
Probably better than his Revelations version.
Who's sadly voiced by Mark Hamill.
Yeah, but he was sidelined the whole show.
Yeah. Anyway, they beat him. That's then. Then Buzz says he's still feeling down and says after they see him go back to the toy moment. He says, "What if I get taken over and attack you?" No way, Buzz. That will happen. You can't be sure.
Can you?
Buzz, you're overthinking it, says Woody. They hear Woody coming. Says, yeah, because you won't lose your friends when it comes. You won't lose your friends if you never lose your heart. And I know you, Buzz. You would never do that. And Jesse says, Woody's darn tootin' right. Then she gives him a hug and makes him blush. Oh, it's like, oh, it's hot in here. Thanks, everybody. He still has a crush on her. Which they do make a cute couple, I'm not gonna lie. Buzz and Jesse.
Yeah, I agree.
Then they said, looks like Keel's not there, says Sora. You mean we came all this way for nothing? Asked Donald. If I had my hat, if I could remove my hat, I would throw it down and jump at it. Yeah. Then he said, "Oh, but come on, let's go," says Sora. Maybe we'll find it in the next world. But you can't leave yet. They hear a voice. It was Xehanort. Actually, before that, they go to the game store. They check the game store one more time, and it's a bunch of games in there, including owned by Nintendo and PlayStation.
Did they see the Yozora stand
Yep.
with Verum Rex?
Yeah. And Square.
Is that mini game still in there where you're in control of the Gigas?
Yep. And it happened after Xehanort comes by and possesses Buzz.
Ooh, sorry. Did they fight Starscream yet?
Yeah, they do. They fight them after he sends Sora there. Naruto and Mega and Optimus Prime fights the Starscream with Woody.
But is Megatron still around?
Yes, they're fighting them there. While
Inside
Sora's
the game.
like Gigas. While Sora's stuck inside the games. After Sora defeats the Gigas, he joins his friends fighting Megatron. He said, once I get rid of you, we will become real and destroy our world.
Is it still Welker voicing or would it be Galvatron at this point?
It'd be Frank Welker.
Okay.
Then, after they defeat Megatron, Sora asks, "Where's Buzz?" And he said, "He disappeared in the dark corridor." Sora, how do we get him back? I don't know. My powers won't open that. Wait, did you say dark quarter? Asked Naruto. Sora said, "Yeah, why? Look, there was instead of going through all that maze in the game, Sora sees a dark quarter on the cover of a of the Yozora game. Actually, yeah, Yozora. Then they jump up there and Naruto accidentally bumps into it, accidentally knocks over a bunch of Nintendo DS, a bunch of Nintendo Switch games, including Smash Bros. And Sora has a weird feeling about it. Sora, what is it? It said, I had the feeling that I'm gonna be in that game. And Naruto looks at him weirdly and says, and so are Cloud and Sephiroth. And Sora said, and Naruto said, we don't have time for this. We gotta go save Buzz.
Oh, that's a Smash Brothers reference, right?
Yes.
Okay. I got that when you said Cloud and Sephiroth.
Yeah, the fight.
I'm gonna be my king oneself.
Yeah, and after that, they reach the dark corridor and they find themselves in some kind of dark realm. Then they see Xehanort having Buzz all captured in a dark abyss. Buzz! And Xehanort, what do you look? Such tremendous darkness. All because he was ripped away from the boy who cares about him most. Does this mean we'll all end up like Buzz if we don't find Andy? And Sora says, wrong! Distance doesn't matter. Andy's a part of their hearts just like my friends are a part of mine. Don, and Naruto says, "Yeah, as long as as long as they know each other, uh, as long as they remember each other," says Naruto. Then they'll never forget one another. They'll always be friends. You can't take that apart. And that caused Woody and Buzz and Jesse to look at their boots and shoes. Then he says, "What? Your friends are your power? How very true. But if the light of friendship is a form of power, the darkness of being alone is a greater one. Darkness is the heart's true nature." That caused Sora to be stunned, but Woody put a hand on his shoulder and he says, "Whatever you're talking about, I don't care. Put Buzz back the way he was, then get lost. Or else what, toy? Yeah, I am a toy. And a friend. My guess is nobody loved you before. Because you know nothing about hearts and love."
You're hollower than any toy.
Yeah.
Which I still love that scene that Woody just told young Xanar off.
Yeah, I kind of wish Tom Hanks voiced it, but Jim did a good job.
Yeah,
And the guy that got Buzz, he sounded a lot like Tim Allen.
yeah, voice double.
Yeah.
Plus, didn't get Patrick Warburton to do Buzz.
Maybe. Yeah, I know. I like Patrick Warburton, but I don't think he would fit Toy Buzz.
But tone wise,
Yeah. But then he says, Xehanort, you're so caught up in fighting the shadows, you forgot the light that casts them. That was a great line from Sora, too.
hmm.
Then they rescue Buzz.
They fight Zurg and Galvatron.
Yep. And after they beat. Then. Then Zurg says, Buzz Lightyear, surrender. Then Buzz remembered back to Toy Story 2 when he says, "You killed my father." "No, Buzz. I am your father." And he said, "No, we're not doing that."
No, and we're not. You're not gonna do that. You're me from the future.
No, because it's canon that Andy brought his Buzz to the movie theater when he saw it, and Buzz was sorely disappointed, to say the
Like,
least.
what the? I can see that being like a robot chicken thing. It's like, what the hell did they do?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
I wonder, after they leave this world, should Naruto keep his Green Ranger power, but it becomes real?
Now,
Okay. Or maybe he gets the Dragon Zord as a summon.
yeah, that's happening. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Anyway, next world is Kairi and Sakura adventure. This time they're gonna go to
Which is
I'm
A
thinking
new
about
world or Tangled?
Tangled.
When they work better with both parties meeting.
Yeah, I kind of like that because it adds to both of them relationships. So Sokai and Narasaku.
Yeah.
And this time I'll see another Naruto character there, but we'll get there when we get there. Okay.
All right.
First, the first part is Kyron's. Actually, the first part is when with with Flynn fleeing. He sees his poster. Says, "Oh no, they still can't get my nose right." Then he gets chased by Heartless, not knowing that Sora, Donald, Goofy, and Naruto are walking through flowers. And Naruto says, "I wish Sakura was here. That would be a good spot for us to have have a picnic."
Or a date.
Yeah. not not knowing that they're in the same world. But we'll get to them when we get to them. Then I hear Flynn coming as Donald said. Well, the Donald says, "Fine with me as long as there's no Heartless." Then as soon as it happened, they hear Flynn screaming and being chased by them. And Naruto says, "You had to keep your mouth open, did you, Donald?" "What? I didn't do that." "There goes our picnic." Sora says, "It's okay. Let's see these guys packing." And they hear Flynn asking, "Since you guys seem to know what you're doing, mind if I leave this one to you?" "Yep. Go ahead and skedaddle. You have my thanks." Oh, the horse was enough. Didn't need those monsters, wasn't it? "The what was enough?" asked Donald in a suspicious tone. "Oh, nothing. Look, nothing. The name's Flynn. Flynn Rider." Boy, do they look mad. And they runs. Then he went out, and then he reaches the tower, only to get hit by Rapunzel in the frying pan. And she puts him in the closet and says, "I got a person in my closet. Too weak to handle myself, mother? Tell that to my frying pan." Then she hits herself with it. Then not knowing that Sakura and Kairi shows up.
Oh my
So this
god.
place is what?
Apparently, I'm looking at pictures of these new horror movies. One with Mickey Mouse and Bambi. Oh my god.
I'm not gonna let it ruin this podcast. Okay?
I know. I'm just looking at my phone while we're doing this.
Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Kairi and Sakura showed up. Sakura noticed the big tower. Says, "How are we gonna get up there? I don't have my jutsus." And Sakura said, "I got a good idea." She has she summons. She has her own summons given by Yin said, and she flies up there. And they enter the the tower. They don't get hit by Rapunzel because one thing, they're stronger than Rapunzel. One and Flynn for that matter. Kyrie's Kyrie's about to be one of the strongest heroes in this game in this story.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not making her OP strong, but making her strong enough to handle herself. I would
Okay.
something I wish Namora did in the game. Oh yeah. Then they then they hear a voice. I'm not afraid of you, whoever you are. Sorry to barge in, says Kyrie. We're just here to see monsters in the tower. Monsters? She asked in a trembling voice. But there are any monsters here. Okay, says Sakura. But we promise we are not here to hurt you. Really? Yes. Now please come out. We just need to know something. Then they waited for a few moments before they see a young woman holding a frying pan. The girls were stunned by her long golden hair that looked about 20 feet long. Who are you? What do you want? We're sorry, says Sakura, who's stunned by her long hair. We came in without an invite, but we were concerned that dark creatures called Heartless would show up. You haven't seen one, have you? Asked Kyrie. No, not that I know of. You two are the third person to come here. Third? Asks Kyrie. Well, first, let me introduce myself. I'm Rapunzel. This is my best friend Pascal. Aw, he's so cute. Nice to meet you. I'm Kyrie, and this is my best friend Sakura. And Sakura was taken back, and she smiled at the best friend part. And she thought to herself, I never realized. But she has a point. Kyrie is my best friend. And then she said, she's more of a friend than Eno will ever be. Which is true.
Yeah.
And what do you mean third? Well, she opened the door and out came a person in the closet. He was unconscious. He came into my tower before you did. She put him in the chair and tied him up with her hair. Then she walks over to the pot and revealed a satchel. You stole a satchel? She asked. Kyrie asked. She told the story about Rapunzel told the story about her magic hair, why she was forbidden to go out, and Sakura crossed her arms in suspicion. Don't you think that's a little off? She asked Kyrie while whispering to her ear. Yeah, I mean, her parents can be overprotective, but not like this. Sakura says, "Good point. My parents weren't this overprotective." You should ask her mother why. Yeah, but for now, let's give her a memorable birthday. Kyrie tells Rapunzel, when he wakes up, we need to make sure that you have the best birthday ever. She puts her arm around Rapunzel's shoulders, and Rapunzel thanked her. When they hear the man groaning, waking up, they all hid. And Pascal stick his tongue on his ear, and then woke him up, and he finds himself stuck in hair. What? Struggling is pointless. Then they hear Rapunzel. We're not afraid of you. Uh, Prince, protect me. Then they come out of the light with their weapons, earning a confused look from the man. Who are you? How did you find me? The man didn't answer. He was staring at young blonde speechless. According to the Tangled TV series, that's when Flynn fell in love with Rapunzel. That scene, which I never seen, but by the way,
Same.
it looks cute though. But maybe some other time. I'll ask. This time, Kyrie asks, "Who are you, and how did you find her?" I don't know not who you are or where I came to find you. Me ask, "Hi, how you doing?" Name is Flynn Rider. Sakura looks at him in disgust. Who else knows my location, Flynn Rider? All right, Blondie. Rapunzel. Gesundheit. Here's the deal. I was being chased by these monsters. Then you remember, oh no, where's my satchel? I've hidden it. Somewhere you'll never find it. He looks around and said, it's in that pot, isn't it? And she hits him with a frying pan. And Pascal woke him up again, and he said, will you stop that? Now it's in somewhere you'll never find. And we close our eyes, says Sakura. So you won't get us to tell you. So what do you want with my hair? To cut it? Sell it? What? Look, the only reason I came... the only thing I want to do with your hair is get out of it literally. Wait, you don't want my hair? Why would I earn when I want your hair? I saw a tower, I climbed it, in the story. You're telling the truth? Yes. Then the girls get all, huddle. Got it. Then they turn back to Flynn. All right, Ryder. We're prepared to offer you a deal. Deal? Look this way. Do you know what these are? You mean the lantern things are doing for the princess? Lanterns. I knew they weren't stars. Okay, tomorrow evening the night sky will they will light the night sky with these lanterns. You will act as our guide while we protect you and Rapunzel, and then return her home while we head our way on our mission, says Sakura. Once she's home, she'll return your statue to you, says Kairi. I think that's a fair deal. Yep, don't can do. Unfortunately, the kingdom and I aren't exactly simpatico, so I won't take you girls anywhere. They look at Pascal, pounding his fist. Something has brought you here, Flynn Rider. Fate, destiny, a horse. So we made a decision to trust you. A horrible decision. But trust me, you could tear this tower apart brick by brick. But without all of our help, you will never have your precious satchel. So if I take you the lanterns, you'll give us our set. I promise, Rapunzel vowed. And when I promise something, I never, ever break that promise. Ever. And I could see Sakura saying, she sounds like Naruto. What to do? I cannot let her find that tiara. I need that satchel. Wait, I got it. The guys in the funny outfits. They look tough enough to come in handy. Oh, fine, I'll take the lanterns on one condition. My side kids come along. Really? Then she gets all excited, causing him to fall down. Oops. You broke my smolder. Meanwhile, Sword, Naruto, and Don Goofy look for Flanton. And I think that would that away. That was just didn't Sora. Unless he's a ninja like me, but I doubt it. Yo, that's Paul. They went and they find no trace of him. And Sora about to lean on the wall, but he unexpectedly stumbles through them. And Naruto turns around to see an empty space. Where's Sora go? This way, guys. This is a secret passage. Then they reach this passage. they made it their way to they saw the tower, and they investigate. Then then Kyrie and Sakura came down first after Flynn. You coming, Blondie? He asks. Then Rapunzel stops before she swings down. Then she then she touches warm grass for the first time. Then she sings "Where Will My Life Begin" reprise like she did in the movie. Then she did the nervous breakdowns. She said, "Best day ever," which was my favorite part. Probably my favorite part in the movie. That's what made her one of my favorite princesses. Sora asks, "Who's that?" Um, Sora, that's Rapunzel. Says. Then he said, "Oh." Then he noticed Kyrie, Kyrie, you're here. Then then she noticed it too. Sora, what are you doing? We had to we decided to come down here because we found out there's some Heartless and he was chasing Flint. Oh, so you met him on the way? I said, yeah, pretty much. Then he noticed Rapunzel. She said, "Who's that?" That's Rapunzel. Sakura said. I think it's her first time outdoors. First time ever? Asked Sora. Yeah, her mother kept her in the tower all her life, says Sakura. Although that's pretty suspicious. But let's talk about it later. I don't want to ruin Rapunzel's birthday. And then sees her crying, and he says, "I noticed you're a warrior with yourself. More, more like a little. It's more like a lot," says Naruto. Yeah. Then she she turns up and she uses her firing pan, aims at Sora, Donald, Goofy, and Naruto. Who are you? I told you before. My sidekicks. Sidekicks? Asked Sora. Both that causing Naruto, Sakura, and Kairi to glare at him. So that's what he means. Then I introduce and oh, I'm Sora, Naruto, Donald, Goofy. Sora, Naruto, Donald, and Goofy. It's very nice to meet you too. I'm Rapunzel. Yep, my sidekicks. And then Sora turns around and since when was that? He whispered. Look, she really wants to see the lantern show tomorrow, but now I'm a nice guy, so I decided to help her. Only problem is those monsters might show up. I can get the kingdom, but all you guys are more cut out for combat. That's cause we're heroes. Uh huh. Need Heartless expert. Yeah. We're on it. Done. Donald says, Rapunzel sure is interesting. Yeah, her heart pulling all kinds of strings. She reminds me, and I can see both Naruto and Sora saying she reminds me of both Sakura and Kairi.
Yeah.
The out, the outside world is scary for her, like it was for me. But luckily, you guys came along at the right time, and the rest has been unforgettable. Ah, yep, unforgettable, just like your face. Donald blanked and he got on his famous tantrums. All for one and one for all. Then Rapunzel get all excited and says, "What's that? It's so fluffy." Then it turns into Heartless. Then she hides behind Flint and he gives a smirk. All right, I'm letting you off the hook, he said. What? It's way too scary out here. Let's just turn around and bring you home. She's like, no, I'm seeing those lanterns. Then she carries her hair to get in action. Rapunzel? It's okay. I'm not afraid to face him. Which is, I think that was a pretty cool scene of her being in action. She throws her hair into a tree and swings her body around, kicking a bunch of heartless. That was one of her moves I made up. So I didn't see her doing the game. Although that would have been cool. And Sora, after they beat the Heartless, says, Rapunzel, you were great. Really? She asks. Yeah, for a first-time fighter, says Sakura. You managed to take down your enemies in a single fight. You think I really thought I was good? She asks. Thanks, everyone. Then we have that. Then Mother Golfa was looking for her. She, she opens the bottom and pull out the satchel and removes it and looks further, and it's a wanted poster of Flynn. She hears Marlux's voice.
And
That's,
Marluxia shows up.
yep. And what did he do to her? Did he like hypnotize her or something?
I think it's unclear. I never really got that either.
Yeah. And they rest near a pond. And Sakura was still suspicious that why would Rapunzel be stuck in a tower for for 18 years? I mean, I guess she doesn't trust people, but not even near her tower. And Kairi says, "You got a good point, Sakura. If we ever run to her mother, we'll go ask why." Okay, they see the boys carry items and potions and ethers. We got everything. Then let's go. Then they spotted another strange plant. And Flynn, out of all people, said, okay, that's suspicious. And Sakura said, for once, I agree with Flynn. Rapunzel, don't worry. I know how to be careful around flowers now, she says with a wink. And Kai glared at that wink, causing her to be jealous a little bit. Do you see her? I don't see it, although I don't see her as a jealous type.
No,
Sakura, maybe, but not Kairi.
no. Sakura probably would be the jealous one.
Yeah, I'll change it to her winking at Naruto. And Sakura being a little jealous.
Yeah, but she knows Naruto won't leave her.
Yeah. And he examines it, and then he says, it's fine. But then the flower petals changed to nobodies. Mother said the outside world was full of ruffians and thugs, she said. Those aren't ruffians. Those are, well, I don't know. Flynn, Rapunzel, stay back. No, I want to help. Kairi says he's right, Rapunzel. Listen, we'll let Sora, Naruto, and the other fight him. Like Sakura and I will go with you and Flynn. She's right, Rapunzel. We promise, but we promise we'd protect you. All right. Please be careful, Sora, Naruto. Then I get in a fight against. Then after their battle against the nobodies, you know, use the nobodies, right? The organization, says Naruto. Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen any of them here. Come on, you has-beens. I know you're out there.
They fought the
And
Reapers, right?
yep. And out came Quarter, and out came an organization member with pink hair. Naruto asks Sora, "Is that a guy?" Has-beens. Now, why would you say that in a male voice? And he said, "Yep, that's a guy." Because bossing, why would you say that? Bossing among nobodies, that's the old organization. What, you knew? My name is Marluxia. And yes, that's correct. How interesting to see you both, Naruto and Sora. You know us? Then he turns around and asks, "Do you know them?" No, they all answer. It's a shame that you have no memory of me, since I remember you extremely well. Although it's those memories I soon erase. We don't know what you're saying, nor should you. I have a favor. Then again, perhaps not. What? That maiden Rapunzel is the very light of this world. I will see you guard your heart from its dark quarters. Starting with you, all the organizations seek is balance. You must understand, our ultimate objective is not to clash with the light. We seek to complement and use that keyblade to keep Rapunzel safe. Rapunzel, where'd they go? Naruto said they ran ahead. I know the girls will protect Rapunzel, but they might run into Marluxia, and it might be a tough battle for them. We better get to them before it's too late. I could see Sakura. Please be careful. After all that, after all that, we're gonna skip. Although it's gonna be canon to the story, we're gonna skip through the bar scene and them being chased by the guards.
Okay.
And we went after that. Um, Rapunzel and Harry asked about her hair, about the, and he had a Flynn had a cut, and Rapunzel said, "Sorry, but don't freak out." Sakura asked, "Why? Who ate a marshmallow?" She said, "Flower gleam and glow, let your power shine, make the clock reverse, bring back what's mine, once was mine." Then then Kairi and Sakura's eyes were filled with amazement. "Wow, this puts my doctoring to shame," she says. And she's, "Please don't freak out." "I'm not freaking out. Are you freaking out?" "Well, I'm just interested in magic. How long have you been doing that?" And then he says, they ask Kyrie, "Why aren't you freaking out?" And Kyrie says, my boyfriend has seen weirder stuff, so I'm used to it." "Same here," says Sakura. "I mean, we're friends with a duck and a dog, for crying out loud."
And a mouse.
Yeah. Will you have this magical hair forever? Sakura. Yeah. Mother said I had it when I was a baby, and people try to cut it. They want to take it for themselves. But once it's cut, it turns brown and loses its power. Gift like that has to be protected. That's why mother never let me. That's why I never left the tower.
Here
Kai,
I feel it's where Sakura and Carrie put two and two together.
yeah,
Gothel's just using Rapunzel.
yeah, but they don't know if she's a. But they still don't know if it's her real mother or not. But they will get there, okay?
Yeah,
Because they're both intelligent.
yeah.
Unlike their certain boyfriend, Sora's not an idiot like Naruto. He's still not smart. He's still not.
I do like that we're using Sakura's smarts as her characters, and Kishi forgot to do that.
Yeah, that's what I love doing. This making Sakura, as TV tropes calls it, adaptational intelligence. I have mixed feelings on TV tropes. And I can see Sakura saying, parents can be overprotective, but not allowing her to play outside, something's not right. If we ever run to her mother, we're going to ask her. Then Flynn reveals his real name is Eugene Fitzherbert. Was he a thief too? He's explaining his backstory about this guy who was a adventurer. And he wasn't too bad with the ladies either. Was he a thief too? Well, no. Was he a pirate? Asked Sakura. No. As Sakura said, "Oh, good." Naruto still keeps bugging me about that dream he had about the straw hat pirates. Straw hat pirates, asked Rapunzel.
Yeah, he said one could stretch and one was a reindeer.
Yeah, and 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 he said, and she said, although I do remember him telling me about how hot the navigator is, and she said, only I should be hot to him.
And there's one chef that could do some mean kicks.
Yeah. Then they, then they, then anyway, back. Rapunzel says, Eugene says, don't tell anybody my name. I went. It could ruin my whole reputation. And Rapunzel said, "We wouldn't want that, then." I think they're falling in love with each other. Says Kyrie, and Sakura raised an eye. You ship this? And Kyrie asked, "Ship?" And Sakura facepalm. I learned it from Eno. Don't ask. Anyway, you think you think they should be together? I mean, what if he stabs her in the back like Sasuke did to me? First of all, Sakura, you never dated Sasuke. Second of all, unlike I had this feeling with Sasuke, I don't have this feeling around Flynn. Call it a Princess of Heart thing. I could imagine Kyrie saying that. The next the next day, Kyrie and Sakura falling asleep. She had a dream. She had a nightmare, in fact, about her. Uh, about her being married to Sasuke, and her and after she woke up, she says, "Why did I just dream about being married to Sasuke? And why did our daughter look like Karen? Like she didn't know who Karen is, so why did our daughter look different?" Because I still don't think Kishi intended Sarada to be Sakura's mother or daughter.
Right? I don't buy it either.
I still think she was Karen's daughter, but Studio Pira interfered and
Like usual.
yeah,
Like Greg says, he doesn't care what Perot works on.
yeah. I mean, I also like the said you don't need to make Hanato look good just to make the others look bad.
Yep. And look what that's brought them. The series is bombing.
Yeah,
So I kind of wondered if that rumor I told you was true about the anime not coming back.
is that true or is it?
I didn't watch the video, but I did like that meme you posted on Discord
Yeah, don't give me
of
hope.
Hawkeye.
Yeah, because I didn't believe it, and I still don't. They're gonna milk it to the ground. Okay. After that, they hear a scream, and they look out to see. Actually, Kyrie will have a nightmare too, but hers will be more tragic. Sora used the power of waking to save her. Although Sasu is tragic, but for different reason.
For her, it is.
Yeah,
Well, I can see Sakura saying if she had the choice between anyone but Sasuke or Naruto, she'd probably go with Ino.
yeah,
I mean, Ino would probably treat her better than Sasuke.
yeah. Then they hear a screaming, and it was. They look up to see Maximus. Whoa, easy, calm down, calm down. Now they drop the boot. Rapunzel tried to calm him down. She told him to sit, and she said, "Drop the boot, drop it." Then she gets all loving at, at Maximus, and Kairi and Sakura joins her and tease him by saying, "You're tired of chasing this bad old man all over the place." And Eugene felt offended. He said, "Excuse me, nobody appreciates you," Sakura asked. "Oh, come on. He's a bad horse." "Aw, he's nothing but a sweetheart," Kairi said. Of course, Maximus thanked her by licking her face. "You gotta be kidding me. Listen, today's the biggest day of my life, and I need you to get him, and I need you not to get him arrested. Just for 24 hours, and chase each other to your heart's content, okay?" Then she said, "It's also Rapunzel's birthday, just to let you know." Then I hear a voice say, "Hey, look! Hey, girls! God!" They were late to the store, and the others all right. And Kai joins up and hugs him. Then they introduce her to Maximus. Then went to the wetlands and rocky cliffs. Then they slid on a hill of flowers. Sora was holding Kai's hand, while Naruto held Sakura's. As soon as they made it down, they Sword noticed a flower and he puts it in Kyrie's hair.
Aw.
And she gave Sakura, and Naruto gave Sakura one. And she thanked him by giving him a kiss on the cheek, causing him to fall down and faint. That's a running gag. Every time she kisses him on the cheek, he falls down and faints because he's
Imagine if
still.
it was on the lips.
What?
Imagine if it was on the lips.
Yeah.
Ugh.
then then Sak then then they make it to the then make it to the town and Eugene sees the one poster of him again. They still can't get my nose right. And Sakura and Kyrie looks, and then she draws a picture of him looking like Groucho Marx.
I thought it was a photo until you said something.
Well, the lantern isn't until tonight. So what do you say we play some games? Says Sora. Yeah, we can meet each other at nighttime. Okay, I'll go with Eugene to the plaza. You do whatever. They all went their separate ways, and Sora and Kyrie joined Naruto and Sakura. Of course, Sora and Naruto challenge each other to a race. It was a close race, but Sora barely wins.
Did they do
Then
that dancing mini game?
Yeah, but they're gonna do a lot of stuff together as well.
Okay. I just want to know if that's like part of this.
Yeah, and I don't know if they existed back then, but the milk bottle game. Naruto knocks him out,
Ugh.
and he he wins Sakura a prize. He gave her a fox plushie,
Aw.
and she pecked him on the cheek again, and he faints. And
I can see them Sakura keeping that for like her kids.
yeah, especially for little Hanami.
What about Sheena?
Well, yeah, him too. And Sheena gives it to
Naruto
Hanami.
was like two others.
Yeah. Then they get hungry and they
I know
visit.
Hanami would love that.
Yeah. Then they went to a place called Uncle Walt's Bistro, and Sora says, "Did we see him at Twilight Town?" Hello. It's, my friend Stan would be here, but he's busy doing something. Implying he's another watcher. Well,
Yeah.
Walt Disney's too is a watcher. This is probably my best. I am so the watcher.
Yeah. With Owatu.
Yeah. Then Sakura confesses to Naruto that Sasuke is still alive. What? Yes. He almost kidnapped Pinocchio in the sleeping world. Naruto said, "I see. Well, if we beat him once, we can beat him again. Because you know him, he's not gonna faint after hearing or doing all that crap, defending him, trying to save him, because he's not worth saving."
No. Not just giving up on him.
Yep.
He's just an enemy.
Yep.
Did Sakura tell him that she's worried that she might go back to how she was before with him?
Yeah. But Naruto says, that won't happen. I'll make sure it doesn't, because I love you. I love you too, Naruto.
I could also see him saying, "I'll be right by your side" during that.
Yeah. Then they kiss each other on the lips. He doesn't faint when they kiss on the lips. Because the cheek is a running gag.
I feel here they might do a lips one.
Yeah. And after that is the lantern scene.
Where I see the light plays.
Yep, and Rapunzel and Flynn sings it.
Are Naruto and Sakura and Soren Kairi out on a boat too?
Yeah.
And I can see Naruto getting a lantern for Sakura.
Yeah.
Is that where they have to like make a wish on the lanterns?
Yeah.
Was that the point of it?
I don't know.
It's been a while since I've seen that.
Me too.
Ugh.
Anyway, they look at the mirror and Sakura hears a little girl saying, "It's for the lost princess." Lost princess. Then she takes a look at Rapunzel and she started to put it together. You don't think. She,
Eureka! That's it!
then she goes to Kairi and says, "Sakura, that baby is Rapunzel." Kairi says, "What? Take a look." Then at the mirror, she said, "No way. Her mother must have kidnapped her when she was a baby to use her hair." Should we tell her? Yes, but first, let's 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 have a good time at the lanterns. Then we'll tell Rapunzel the truth. Then after the lanterns, they return to the docks. Soren and them. Soren didn't notice Kairi was leaning on his shoulder. She said, "It's all so magical." Yeah. Kyrie, I just want to ask you to, if next week's, next week we're having our own festival at Disney Islands, and I was wondering, would you like to, would you like to, uh, yes, I would be your date. Then they almost kiss, and then nobody's interrupted. And so, you know what? Sakura says, "You're ruining a beautiful moment." I don't think you give a hoot, Sakura. Not one bit. It's time for these wet blankets to go. And Eugene says, "I'll be right back. I gotta take care of some things." Okay. Then he's on his way. What he doesn't know is Marlu's still watching him. He said, now, thief. You can't return the crown just yet. You have a role to play." Then he snaps his fingers to nobody's. "Knock him down, but don't kill him." Instead, then Rapunzel then sees Eugene being tied and unconscious. "Eugene!" Then Marluxia showed up and says, "Oh dear, he's run out with the crown and forgotten you." No, he didn't. Who are you? Forget Rider. You know where you belong. It's not with him. Then he summons nobodies and they all surround him. And they hear Rapunzel. Then she runs away and got her hair stuck in a tree branch. Then she hear her mother. Oh my precious girl. She just rubs her hair. Mother, how did you? I was so worried. I followed you here and then I saw them attack you. And let's go before they come to. Rapunzel stops and she looks at Mother Gothel and she raises her arms and then Gothel goes back with her and cries, saying she was right. And after that, we have that famous, we have that scene where where Sora tries to rescue Rapunzel. And then Marluxia says, explain the story of Mother Gothel and when she was a baby, she kidnapped Rapunzel to use her hair. It's Sakura says, I knew it. I knew she knew something. Hold on, I'll be right back, okay?
Same. I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna meet you. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. Um Sakura finding out that she was right about Rapunzel being kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
And then Marluxia explaining the seven hearts. Where he's doing them a favor, and Sora asks, "What favor?" Let's just say she's keeping Rapunzel on the shelf for us, an extra pawn in case you forgot to find the remaining Guardians of Light. We have occasion to call the other hearts a new seven hearts. New seven hearts? Yeah, seven hearts who inherited the Prince's life after their roles were fulfilled. Hearing that,
But they look at Kyrie.
and she doesn't feel she lost her powers, but she's more worried about Rapunzel.
Yeah.
So you don't care about her. You just guys want you Rapunzel for your own purposes. Well, now you're done, says Naruto. I knew you'd go make a scene. Very well. I can't have you lot interfering. Then he knocks down Sora, and who dropped the Keyblade. Sora. Kyrie puts his head on her lap, and he says, "Consider." Then glares at Naruto and he runs off. It's, Naruto clenches his fist in anger. He shakes off and joins Kyrie to help wake Sora up. Rapunzel. And then, meanwhile, Rapunzel is in her tower. We have that famous. We have her feeling down about Eugene and her friends abandoning her, or that's what she thinks. Then she looks at the mirror. Lost Princess of Corona. She realizes she has this vision of the tiara in her head, and then look back at the mirror. Then she realizes something as other girls went up to check on her, and then Sakura and Rapunzel says, "I'm the lost princess." You know what? Speak up, Rapunzel. You know I hate the mumbling. I am the lost princess, aren't I? Her face was filled with shock. How did she find out? Did I mumble, mother? Or should I even call you that? Which is was a great line.
Yeah.
Rapunzel, where did you get? Where did you hear yourself? Why would you ask this ridiculous question? She Rapunzel pushed off. It was you. It was all you. Everything I did was to protect you. But Rapunzel did not buy it. Push her out of the way. I spent years hiding away from people. To my powers. What I should have been hiding from you. I would. Wherever you go, they won't be there. What did you do to him? That criminal is to be hanged for his crimes, and your other friends will share his fate in the darkness. No. Now, listen to Rapunzel. Everything will be all right. Everything as it should. No, you're wrong about the world, and you were wrong about me. And I will never let you use my hair again. When I heard that Mandy Moore say that, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That was powerful voice acting. That's why she's my favorite princess voice actress. Then she said, "You want me to be the bad guy? Now I'm the bad guy." Naruto is
When did you
shaking.
stop being the bad guy?
Huh?
When did you stop being the bad guy?
Yeah. Naruto was shaking Sora's body, trying to wake him up.
I can see him like comically slapping him over and over again.
Yeah. Yeah. And it reminds Sakura of of Tenten trying to wake up Rock Lee.
Doing that. Yeah.
Then they see Eugene escape from prison. Flynn? Asks Naruto. Thank goodness you're okay, Sakura said. She started getting trust towards Flynn. Yeah, escaped thanks to Maximus, but is Sora alright? We don't know. The guy in a black coat tried to knock him down. He said, and he told us that Gothel is not Rapunzel's mother. What? We gotta wake him to save Rapunzel. Sarah. And Sora finds himself in a familiar spot, on a platform that depicted Naruto. He looks around in confusion. The last thing he remembers is Marluxia. Now he's back at the diamond. Is this Naruto's heart? He sees a platform of Sakura holding her heart. What's going on? Then he then he turns around and gasps. It's it's Kushina. Aunt Kushina? Oh, hello, Sora. I haven't seen you since our last. What are you doing here? To let you, you know, you gotta. It's not your time yet. Your friends need you. Naruto needs you. Don't. We're here to guide you. What? You're here to guide us? Yes. Me and Minato and Roxas. What? You know Roxas? Yeah. And another person. And another person. But we just don't remember her name. What do you mean? Remember that girl you met at the world that never was, the one the nominee turned into?
She looked like a black-haired Kyrie.
Yeah. You must seek the answers. You must find out who she is before it's too late. She's now part of the organization, but it's against her will. Really? Yes. You must you must bring her back before it's too late. Then sh then Sora woke up by feeling feeling somebody lick his face, and he wakes up to say, "Get, get out of my face, Pluto." Sarah, you're okay, says Kai. She felt her hug him. What? Where was? Then he realizes he's back in the world, realizing, oh no, Rapunzel's being held prisoner. That's right, in her mother's tower, says Flynn. Are you guys with me? Yeah. Sora jumps on the horse. Naruto joins him with Donald and Goofy. And suddenly they lose height and falls down. Kairi and Sakura face palm in embarrassment. Why did and Sakura and Kairi of all people? Why do we have to fall in love with idiots? I'm giving Kairi some quips, and I could, even though she loves someone, I could see her acting more like Sakura a little bit. She doesn't hit him like,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
she still calls them Sora idiots.
Yeah, it's fair.
Then they get surrounded by Heartless. Then and nobody's. They all get their weapons and jump down. Flynn, we'll take care of. We'll take care of these guys. You go save Rapunzel. Thanks, he says. Then after they beat the nobodies, they follow Flynn to Rapunzel's tower. Yuji hops off of Maximus. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your long hair. But they heard no. Then they see the long hair come down, and then seconds later he sees Rapunzel all tied up. Then he gets stabbed by Gothel. Now look what you've done, Rapunzel. Oh, don't worry, our secret will die with him. Then she, then Rapunzel struggles. Rapunzel, stop fighting me! No, I won't stop. For the rest of my life, I will fight. I will never stop trying to get away from you. But if you let me go save him, I'll go with you. No, Rapunzel. I'll never run. I'll never try to escape. Just let me heal him, and you and I will be together forever, just like you want. She gives him a glare and said, in case you have any idea about following us. Oh, I'm so sorry, she says. No, Rapunzel, you have to trust me, she says. But I can't let you do this. I can't let you die. If you do this, then you'll die. Hey, it's gonna be okay. Rapunzel, wait. She moves her face as she was prepared for a kiss. Then he grabs a shard and uses to cut Rapunzel's hair. You cheat! What have you done? Then Gothel, no, no, no! What have you done? What have you? Then she start all turning gray.
Yeah,
And
he's turning into dust.
yeah,
Kind of fitting end, but
yeah,
in this, it's not her end.
yep. Because Marluxia says, "Follow the darkness. We can't allow her near our pure light now. Her presence will only cast a pall over it." And then he turns Gothel dust into a heartless, and tree heartless. During that during that battle, um, Naruto said, I created a spell that looks similar, but I have to say it anyway because I miss saying it. Shadow Clone Jutsu. You clone both Sora and Naruto with a clone spell, but it's kind of like Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Mm,
Because I could see Naruto doing that,
yeah.
especially after years of being key bearer. Sakura was fighting through the limbs and it caught caught her, but Kairi cuts it just in time to save her. She said, "Thanks, Kairi." Then they reached the tower, and once they gasped at Eugene clenching. Don't, Eugene, stay with me. She was trying to use her hair to save him, not knowing as she hears Sora, Kairi, and the others make it to the tower. Rapunzel, what? You were my new dream. You were mine. With that, Eugene drew his last breath. Kairi teared up and cried on Sora's shoulder. Ka- While Sakura was bawling her eyes, Naruto holds her hand. They hear Rapunzel sing, "Healed has been heard. Change the fate's design. Save what's been lost. Bring back once was mine. Once was mine." As a tear dropped on Eugene's face, and light burst through his wound as it turned into a flower. And Sora and the others look in surprise. Flower faded, so did Eugene's wound. And Rapunzel, as Eugene, as Rapunzel, Eugene opened up his eyes and he said, "Did I tell you I have a thing for brunette?" Eugene, she cried happily and hugs, embraces him. She pulled away and kissed his lips, which he returned. And Sakura hugged Naruto in celebration. Well, Sakura, Kairi hugged Sora from behind. How'd it happen? Sora asked. Must have been Rapunzel's tears. Kairi must have revived him. It's magic. It's magic. You don't have to explain it. And they make it through the castle, and we have that famous scene where parents finally meet Rapunzel for the first time in years, and they give her a hug. Then she motions the other heroes to hug him as well, to join in the group hug. After the reunion, the queen and king pardoned Eugene for his crimes, invited the heroes to the throne room. "Thank you for bringing our daughter back and stopping those horrible creatures from destroying the village. I hereby grant you these medals as a token of our gratitude." They put them around the heroes' necks. "Thank you for returning our daughter to us. You are worthy to be called heroes." And I can see Donald says, "Hey, take that, Phil."
Funny.
Yeah, but Sakura says, "We are more happy that Rapunzel is reunited with our parents than we are with being called heroes. You are welcome to stay with us for our ceremony," the king offered. "Thanks for the offer, but we need to continue our journey," says Naruto. And Rapunzel says it's that, "Oh, you're leaving?" Yeah, yeah, we can't let the Heartless destroy the other world," says Sora. Rapunzel put her head down, but Sakura tips it up and says, "Hey, chin up. We'll be back to visit." "You will?" "Yeah. Now, no sad face, okay?" "Yeah, you can look 30 like us. And he pushes Goofy as a callback to Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah.
Then Sora says, "Hey, friend. I mean, Eugene, look after her for me. Look after her." He says, "You got it. Take care of my sidekicks." Then after that, they walk through the flower fields to the gummy ship. Well, I guess we better head out for another world. For a novice keeper, uh, well, Kyrie, you're starting to get better and better. I am? Yeah. If it weren't for you, that vine would have strangled me to death. You saved me, Kyrie. I owe you one. All right then. They all hug. They all give each other a hug of goodbye, and they make their way to the next world. Talk about next week. We're out of time,
Okay.
and that was fun.
Yeah, I just wish I was feeling better.
Yeah, I hope you. I think you will next week.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm about to eat dinner soon.
all right. See ya.
See ya. Bye.